Hi everyone, welcome to Michelin King. So today we're going to be taking a look at our 3 liquid sealant slash waxes. The last video we covered our spray liquid waxes and sealants. So in this video we'll just cover the liquid sealants that we offer. I've got a few other products that we're going to cover within the video as well. Complementary products, products that I would typically use before, and also the care products that will go hand in hand with these. So starting off, we've got Diamond Seal, which is this one here. So Diamond Seal with the yellow through it is obviously your Carnauba based sealant. So if you like your Carnauba waxes, then go for Diamond Seal. We sell it as a concourse sealant typically because concourse products will contain Carnauba and glaze products. So this is exactly what this is. Next up, we've got Titan. So Titan, without a doubt, is our highest gloss show car style sealant that we offer. It's the runaway product, outsells all of these put together, and it's really easy to use. Last but not least, we've got Guard. So if you've got a daily drive or something that needs more protection, but you don't want to forgo the high gloss, the show car finish, then Guard is for you. Guard is one of these really durable products, but you've still got its very high gloss. So what we'll do is we'll just choose 3 panels on the car, we'll apply each one, allow it to cure, buff it off, have a look at it, see if we can tell any difference between them, and then let's do the water test, get some water on the panel and go from there. So let's get our bits and pieces together. So guys, with these products here, you've got a variety of pads that you can use. First off, we've got our wax and sealant rectangular pad. You've got, if you prefer a more traditional round pad, you've got these 4-inch pads with elastic back. And then you've got the new XL foam pad that we offer. Just really depends what you want. There isn't any right or wrong. They all do a good job. And again, I'll use the 3 different pads just to show you the difference. If there's anything between them, this is slightly bigger. This one's, you're very unlikely to drop this. And then this one, again, just give you a different method of holding it. So let's prepare the car, let's get it ready. So all we're going to do now, guys, is just apply the sealants to the panels. I'll just choose the front line, the driver's door, and then the passenger's door, and let's have a look at the results. So we'll just start off with Diamond Seal. Because it's a liquid wax, just make sure that you give it a good shake before use. And then onto the pad. It's just a small panel, so I'm not going to use much product, just a Zorro. And then all we do, guys, is simply dab it on. This is metal. Some of the Clio panels are plastic, so this is a metal panel. And we just wipe it on like that. It's so easy to apply, even with the microfiber pad, foam, whatever you want to use. You can also apply these via dual action as well. I use the DeWalt 18 volt cordless, but you can use whatever dual action you want. The reason that we dab it onto the paint first and then buff it second is just simply so that we're picking up new product. We're not applying too much on one end and then dragging it so that it's thinner on the other. The other thing that you can do with the sealant is you can apply 2 layers. We've got a really nice day here today, so the sealants are drying quickly. It just speeds the process up. So just take, this is the Olympian cloth here, and just buff it off. And that's it. Silky smooth paintwork. Now obviously this panel here is slightly bigger, so we'll need more product, but a small amount of product goes a long way. So I'll show you exactly how much you need, and then we'll apply it onto the paint. So guys, as you can see, just give it a quick shake. This is Titan, and then we're using our XL foam applicator. We'll probably just do 2 Zorros on this and then dab across. These products are so easy to apply, it just glides over the paint. Up and round, very nice, and then up and down. Nice thing about this Clio is there are no bump strips, so it's really easy to apply your waxes and whatnot. You're not having to stop, go over the bump strip, back down. The downside of not having a bump strip obviously is the dirt goes right the way up the door, which it doesn't typically do that if you've got a slight panel change. You have it here, but it's quite low down, so I can still feel some contaminants just above here as well on the paint at the moment. So that's us. Again, we are going to reach for the Olympian cloth. I tend to use it on the more plush side just because it removes the sealant and polish easier. It's just Titan is a dream to work with. It's so easy. It'll look amazing on this blue colour as well. Wonderful. Very happy with it. Right, let's go on to the last panel. So for the last panel, we're going to go for Guard. So Guard is a high gloss daily driver. What you can do as well, guys, is you can use different sealants on different areas of the car. So Guard, you could put lower down, you could put it on the boot, on the bonnet, on the hood or the trunk. I'm trying to be transatlantic here. Put it on the mirror caps, just the areas that are getting more bugs and more debris against them. So again, just give it a shake. It leaves us with the rectangular pad here. So you can see just again a little Zorro there. And let's just dab that over. If you've over applied like I have there, just skim the top off and bring it over to a side that doesn't have any sealant. To be honest, that's enough to even go and do another panel at the back, so we'll just do that. There we go. Just straight lines, left and right, and then just to ensure even coverage, we're just going to go up and down. Sealants are so easy to use because they're not essentially doing any work to the paint, so to speak. You are just literally applying this onto the paint, so you don't need to work it in. Don't put loads of effort into applying it. So don't put loads of effort into applying it, just simply spread it across the panel and that's you done. And this is curing absolutely perfectly. So again, we've got a nice day for it today, nice and bright. You've got slight wind, air temperatures up, so it's the sealants, all sealants in this weather, it's just a dream. The beauty with the Michelin King range of sealants is how easy they are to apply and remove. That's the thing that sticks out in all of the reviews that we've got from customers and for these products. They all have this. It's so easy to remove, or it's much easier than I thought to use. And that's just, as things move forward, technology moves forward, new ingredients become available. It's just one of these things that products become easier, or that's the idea, they should become easier to use. So let's take this off. Again, reaching for the Olympian and just buff it down. It's funny because when I started with the industry at first, the products that lasted longest were typically really difficult to remove. They would leave staining behind, they would stain trim, they would be difficult to buff off, you would really be putting some elbow grease in to get that off, whereas just look at the difference now, it's just night and day. So what we'll do is just a walk round of the car. So the last two sections that we covered, that was guard. So you can see nice levels of gloss, particularly there where the building's reflecting from, really nice. And that's guard's characteristic, so it's a very glossy sealant. And there again, just as the light's changing and reflections, you can start to see the gloss there. So not using the camera, if I was to describe this, it's just an all-out super glossy finish. So don't overlook guard just because it's more of a daily driver type product. It really is fantastic. Now Titan is a slightly more complicated finish, so to speak. It's more of your show car finish. It's got some wetness, as you can see there. It's got the gloss as well. It's got the depth. So it's very nice. Now you might be able to see this difference here. The diamond seal is a darker finish, which typically Carnauba wax is. So darker finish on the blue. It's got this gloss to it. It's the wet look as well. It's a warmer finish, so that's typically what we would see with a Carnauba based product. So what I'm seeing here, guys, from the application, first up we've got guard. So guard was applied at the back. What I'm seeing with my own eyes here, the iPhone camera, fantastic. It's 1080p resolution, but it'll never be as good as your eyes, especially with a trained eye, so to speak. So this is what I do every day. I need to pick out from the waxes that we make, the characteristics, etc. So I'm probably used to doing it. With the car, if we were to take the sealants out of the equation, somebody said 3 different products on the panels here, can you pick out the differences? So what I'm seeing with the rear end, which is the guard, is a higher gloss. What I'm seeing with the Titan is you've got the wetness, the gloss, and a lighter finish. So the Titan certainly gives the paint, it's not as dark looking as the rear, which makes sense because yeah, I know what's in the products. So that probably helps. The next one that I'm looking at here, and this is more general knowledge, and most people involved in the industry will already know this. So Carnauba wax typically gives you a warmer, richer, darker finish, and that's what I'm seeing on the front wing. So a warmer finish, you're getting those warmer tones, just typically because Carnauba wax, even T1 is yellow, it's not white, so it is yellow. I could just very quickly show you some. We have it in the factory, of course. And obviously if you add in other waxes as well, then you've got the colour from them. But the T1, I'll just see if I can take some out. So to give you an idea, that's the colour that you're dealing with. So it's a honey yellow, so to speak. And it does, if you're to make a wax, we just pick one at random here that we've got. There's just a sample. That's the colour of the wax, and that's why Diamond Seal also has that yellow colour, just the emulsion that's used. So yeah, that's why I'm thinking it would be a richer finish. You would get that warmer finish just because of the colour of the waxes that are used. And then you've also got the wetness. So Carnauba's quite infamous for bringing a wet finish to the paint. Now what I'm going to do is we'll look at some complementary products that I would recommend you buying with the sealant. So let's do that just now. So obviously we just finished the spray sealant video, and what I wanted to do was show you the compatible products, or the products that I would put side by side. So we'll start off with Wax Plus. So this is an SiO2 based spray sealant. This is more of a a glassy finish. So that will team up quite nicely with Guard. This will give you about 6 months-ish protection. So these are our durability twins, so to speak. And this is compatible with any other SiO2 product that you've put on to the car. Next up we've got Glace. So Glace is the perfect twin for Diamond Seal. So Glace is a Carnauba based car wax, Carnauba based spray wax, sorry. So Glace is a Carnauba based spray wax, really easy to use, further enhances that warmth, the wet look. So just the two of these, two peas in a pod. So Titan leaves us with our final option, which is Seal. So Seal is an extremely high gloss finish spray wax, teams perfectly with Titan, so much so that we used to sell these in a kit together. So these are just match made in heaven here. Now I'm going to bring this into the mix. So this is Endurance. It's a T1 Carnauba based wax. It has some similarities with Titan, it has some with Guard, and it has some with Diamond Seal. So the similarities are with Diamond Seal, it's got your Carnauba wax. Similarities with Titan is breaking more into a hybrid style product. And then similarities with Guard it's got that durability. Not quite as durable as Wax Plus. This was within our range before Wax Plus, before SiO2 really came to the market. But it's a hybrid spray sealant, so it really goes with all of these products. The next thing that I would look at is preparation. So okay, you've done your decon, your iron out, you've clayed it, whatever. The next step for me that's an absolute must is Pure. So Pure is a paint cleaner. It will get into the areas that your clay and decon can't. It's got some polish in there as well, got a slight amount of abrasive, and it will break down old waxes and sealants perfectly. So it basically does what panel white cannot do. And that's why, in my mind, it's an absolute must-have with any of these lineup products. Cleans the clear coat as well, and we all know a cleaner clear coat will give you a better finish as well. So as I've said, Pure's a must with any of these, so if you've put these into your basket, make sure you pick up a bottle of Pure as well. That brings us on to the upkeep, so the wash stage. We've got 2 shampoos that we offer. As you can see, I use both. Chera has more out the bottle than Spa, so that might tell you my side of the story. So Chera is our luxury shampoo, so it's a Carnauba based shampoo. So straight away, you're absolutely right guys, this will go with this kit here. But it can also work perfectly fine with this one and this one. I would be, just personally, I would be more inclined to use Spa with the SiO2 products. I would also be further inclined to use a product called Spa Plus, which is an SiO2 shampoo. So really, if we're doing things absolutely by the book, I would probably keep Chera to the Carnauba side. Spa will go with both because no gloss enhancers, just a straightforward high quality shampoo. For SiO2 car wash shampoo, I would stick to what's called Spa Plus, just to go in line with Wax Plus. So Spa Plus would go with this set here. So hopefully you found the video useful. If you've got any questions guys, more than happy to answer them. If you want to discuss any options, certain paint colours as well. The products, I would say, if Titan really goes on any paint. If you want the high gloss, then this Guard is great as well. Diamond Seal, Carnauba based products really look fantastic on your reds, your blacks, your yellows, but we've engineered so many waxes now to look good on lighter coloured cars as well. So gone are the days where you would say no, darker paint, lighter paint, and any type of paint. These products will cross over. It really doesn't matter what colour your paint is. That does come into it to an extent. Obviously this slightly darkens the paint, you get a richer finish, you've got the Carnauba wax in there, so it just really depends. I would say all of the products look equally great on the blue, which is a darker colour. If you've got a white paint, then again, they're all going to work on the white as well. The product doesn't really know the colour of paint it's going. So thanks very much for joining us, guys. Take a look at this lineup. We've put on the website now that you can buy the kit complete with the pre-wax cleaner, your sealant, so guys, we've put on the website now that you can choose your sealant, your shampoo, your pre-wax cleaner and your spray wax. So these kits are live on the website right now, and we've made it easy that we've already put the kits together. The only thing that you can change between them would be the shampoos that you want to use. Take care, guys. Bye bye.